Hello Norrathians, this is Vass, and I am in my Six Flags Over Norrath build, and I am currently setting up things for Freeport. I do still have one ride for Kelethin to finish, and I will get back to that. I did want to show you real quick the flower wheel. It is almost finished. Kelethin is just about finished. I have to do the final ride and do the house actors, and then Kelethin will be finished. But I wanted to get a start on Freeport just to make sure that I have gotten enough items and the space for them and so on. I did redo the path for all the different sections of the park. So New Hollis is done. I've got it laid in. I really like this path. I do have a flicker, so let me take care of that real quick. That should be good. There we go. So I've got the path in for New Hollis, and I have rearranged the rides that I had talked about in the previous episode. The hat shop is over on this side. The path for Gorwin starts right here. So I've got the Tiki Chiki restaurant there, and the path forks off and goes to the other Gorwin rides there, and then comes behind the Gravitron to the other two Gorwin rides. So I've got that part done. So the pathing's done there. And I went ahead and started working on my entrance to Norrath, which is going to be in a breakout. So I've got the entrance going into the cave here, and I'll have the teleporter inside here for Norrath. So that's there, and I have started working on the pathing for Freeport. It's going to pass by the Noble Dragon here, and it's going to come up. I have started working on some of the rides, not all of them. I've got the components for them in here. I think I've got all the components that I need. I've got the extra house actors and so on. And I am going to be moving these around, and I will be shrinking this area. Since I was going to have Norrath over here, I originally planned for this area to be big enough for Norrath and Freeport, but I'm not going to have Norrath over here. It's going to be a breakout from the entrance of the cave, so I can shrink this area down. I'm thinking I might be able to get rid of 2, maybe 3 of the wall pieces, and if so, that gives me 2 to 3 extra items that I can use in the house. I do have my candied apple stand. It is done. Got my actor in there. I do have to go back through all of my actors in the very end to redo them as Soga models. I don't normally use Soga models. I only have one character, and that is a human that I use Soga models 4. And it's just that one character, so I don't use it for any of the other characters that I play. So I've got this right here, this building. I'm actually going to be moving it over here. And this is going to be kind of a short video if I don't get distracted by so many flickers. Okay, this flicker is because it's on the side. So let me move it with the layout editor to the southwest a little bit. Let's see. Okay, got my save loaded up, and we will do 0.003 to the southwest, and that should take care of that side shimmer. Because sometimes you'll have a shimmer on the top if they're touching on the top, but these were touching on the side, so they were shimmering on the side. So that is done. I have decided for the pathing for Freeport that I would go with the narrow divider of the faceless, which is purchased off of the loyalty merchant. And I really like the look of these tiles. I'm going to be doing other builds with these. I've planned other builds already using these. But the coloring and the non-uniform shaping of the blocks, the sizes and so on, how they fit together, I really like the way this looks. So I will be using this for other builds. Excuse me, I just wanted to get a little sip of coffee there. But let's go ahead and move our candied apple stall over here. Okay, let's see. We've got quite a few components to move. And almost all of this is building blocks. There's only, if you count the house actor, it's 5 pieces, 5 items. Let's see, 1, 2 house actors, 3, no, 6 items. 3, the basket of apples, 4, the plate, and the other plate. So 6 items, and the rest is building blocks. And that should be everything. So get my second save, and I am uploading a new video right now. It's about 50% done. So it's going to delay it a little bit. Okay, so 21 items for this stall. Okay, so now I need to group mod. I do need to turn it 180 degrees around. And I am going to go right here. So let's see, negative 21.65, negative 21.65, and negative 45.16, negative 45.16. So rotate that, and we will apply, save all, and then load it in. And there you are. Okay, now I can just use regular moves to move it over. So let's do 10 to the south, and we'll do 3 to the west because it did move it over too far from the path. Now I haven't come up with my plan for the edging, but I might use books. There is this book that Azzuriite suggested, and I think it would be really cool for Freeport, but I can only put about 100 more books, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do books, but we shall see. So let's go ahead and move you 10 more to the south. Let's do 5 more to the south, and we'll do, let's see, let's do 2 more to the west. Okay, it is close to where I want it. It's pretty good actually, because I can just move it a little bit so it lines up with the path, and that'll free up a little bit of space for books. Probably save on 2 books by using it like that. So let's do 0.2 west. And that's a bit much. Let's go back 1. So 0.1 east. There we go. I don't see any grass showing through. It's right up against the edge, so that's good. And technically, I could probably save 3 books now that I'm thinking about it, if I move the whole thing up. So let's do that. I can always move it back if I don't like it. Yeah, I could have the books coming up and go to the outside here and then start on the other side here. So I could probably save 3 books. These books are pretty big. So maybe just 2. Yeah, it would be just 2. Basically. 2 and a little bit more, so 3 maybe. Okay, so I've got that part done. I'm not gonna have time to do any of this stuff right now, and this is going to be a very short video. What I might do is continue my pathing. Main purpose of this video was to show the new pathing and the final placement of the Gorwin rides and that kind of thing. And I could even do steps for these and it'll look good. Okay, wait for it. There we go. Okay, so they are at a scale of 3.5. So paste those, and then I'm going to move it 7, which is double the size, so it'll be end to end, and 7 north, and then the one by itself, 7 north. Okay, so those are out there. I don't think I'll have, okay, you see how that disappeared? The same thing will happen with this one, I'm sure. Yep. So that happens quite a bit. I've discussed it in previous videos, but if you just move it up and then reload, that usually fixes it. Yep, seems to have fixed it. Most of the time it does. If it doesn't, you can just move it with a layout editor 0.003 or something like that, and that'll usually be a secondary fix if you need to. But I am going to have 4 rides over here in Freeport. I might as well go ahead and explain to you what type of rides. Freeport is going to have a restaurant. It's going to be a jousting type restaurant, where basically the Freeport guards are battling each other. I don't think I'll do sword fighting, but I think jousting, so I'll need to get a couple of horses to put in here. But jousting inside, and it'll be basically you sit down arena style and eat and watch the show. Then there's also going to be a drop ride, which is going to be really big, really tall, and it's going to be back here, but not quite as far back as it is. It'll probably be around, I'm thinking around here. Maybe over here. That way the tower will be behind these other rides and kind of seen from the entrance type thing. The restaurant is probably going to be over on this side beside the brew barrel, and then there's going to be a small ride that I'll probably be putting right here. It'll be a kiddie ride. The kiddie ride, I've got the components. I will give you a sneak peek at them because it's almost put together. But it is a little kiddie pirate ship ride. So I've got the pieces for it here, ready to go. So all I have to do is move it over there and then finish the setup. I just wanted to make sure I had everything I needed. So that will go in, and then the 4th ride, the final ride, gotta let it reload. Okay, so the 4th ride is currently back here at the back. You can't really tell what it's going to be from just looking at the objects, but I can tell you that it is going to be bumper cars. Freeport is going to have the bumper cars in here. So I've got the cars for it here. And this is going to be the electrical panel for the top. And then this is going to be the side panels. And then I've got these for the sparks that'll be buried in the top. And I've got these right here. The Talonite carved tiles will be for the very top of it, and the green will be up against that. It'll really show off the green, I think. And the flooring is going to be the corrugated wood, which I think I'm going to have to get another panel. Gotta make one more. And this will be for the corner supports and so on. So, and it is probably going to be over here. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm going to move this tree up, and then this wall that's behind here will come out straight across behind rather than angled. And then all these other walls will be pulled in, so it will go from here and wrap around more like this. And when I get down to here, this will be not moved, and this one will be moved. So it'll go it'll angle in more, and then it will be a tighter curve around than what it is right now. But I'm thinking with the tighter curve, I probably would say more than likely just 2 wall pieces, but that would also make the area look more full and not so spacious. These rides are big, so I will need some extra space, but not the amount of space that I currently have back here, because this is probably a third of the park. So I really don't need that much space for Freeport. Knock off a third to a half of that, and that's what I will actually need. Okay, so I am going to call that the end of this video. The next video I will either continue the pathing for Freeport or work on the Kelethin ride, the final Kelethin ride. So look forward to seeing those, and then the episodes after that will be finishing up Freeport, and then the final episodes, series of episodes, which will probably be, I'm thinking 10 or so episodes, will be Norrath, and they will be in the Norrath breakout. And then after all that's done, I will be able to open and publish both houses, and then Six Flags Over Norrath will be available for everyone to come and enjoy and have a good time. So I will catch y'all in the next video.